Former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso has explained why he cannot be running mate to a former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, in the forthcoming presidential election. Of course, Peter Obi is also the presidential candidate on the Labour Party platform. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. Well, there have been reactions to the coming together, seeming coming together, trying to work out how the NNPP and the Labour Party can come together and make a formidable force, that will, be able to push out the ruling party out of power. However, the presidential candidate of the NNPP, Rabiu Kwankwaso, a former governor of Kano State, has come out to say that he cannot be running mate of Peter Obi, who is on the platform of the Labour Party, saying that the Northerners will not vote for Obi. It is difficult based on the present conditions and body languages and all of that. Northerners will not vote for Peter Obi. Well, a lot of reactions have been to that, saying that people, he doesn't have the monopoly to say that and speak for the Northerners. Everybody should be able to speak for themselves. Both men are in the race to become the next president when President Muhammadu Buhari completes his second term in office come May 2023. While Kwankwaso is a presidential candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party, Obi will fly the flag of the Labour Party in the poll. It calls for the duo to form an alliance as an alternative for Nigerians besides the two major political parties, the APC and the PDP. The former Kano governor wants his Anambra counterpart to accept to be his running mate. Of course, that's not going to be acceptable on this side, because Peter Obi already gained lots of support, even though people say, oh, that's social media support. Let's wait and see. And then, of course, in little or no time, it will be time for this election, and we will know if he actually has the people on ground who are actually supporting. The Northerners voters have made up their minds on what to do. Certainly NNPP, nobody can change it. He said during his appearance on Channels televisions on Sunday Politics, where he was asked who the people of the North would vote for. He's saying that it is going to be for NNPP. Although Kwankwaso said he would not mind the opportunity to become a vice president since he has no job at the moment. He explained, the rationale behind contesting the presidential election and the candidate, and not a running mate to a southeastern. And unfortunately, there are many issues in the southeast, and the northern voter is the worst hit in this issue of maladministration in this country, he asserted. But even under that circumstance, a northern voter also believes that he is better with one united Nigeria. He is better with one united Nigeria. Therefore, most of the things that are happening in the south, especially in the southeast, people are not comfortable with that. And as long as you have somebody from there in any party, it will be very difficult for the northern to vote. And that is the situation at the moment. Well, are you now insinuating or thinking that Peter Obi will come out and say, oh, he's supporting Biafra, or he will sign off, the Igbos to go and stand on their own? I don't see that happening at all. I don't see that happening. I think Peter Obi, well, that's my opinion. You too should also drop your opinion, make your opinion simple and civil, as I would always say. Well, some people feel that, according to what Kwankwaso is saying, some people feel that it's going to be an opportunity for the eastern, for the southern easterns, the Igbos who are clamoring for Biafra, country, nation, to be able to, split away. And the Northerners, knowing that that is not going to pay them, they are good to go. The Northerners are only good to go with one Nigeria. That pays them much better. Well, the NNP's presidential candidate, however, did not rule out the possibility of forming an alliance with his Labour counterparts, but only if the latter accepts to be his running mate. Well, it's the handwritings are clear. Peter Obi cannot be running mate or anybody, you know. If he was to be running mate, he would have stayed in the PDP so that he would be running mate to Atiku Abubakar. According to him, his team is making consultations with various individuals, groups, and political parties in order to take the leadership of the country at all levels. Kwakwanso stressed that an alliance with Obi was highly likely, with the aim of coming together to work as a family and give Nigerians an alternative to the PDP and the APC. He said, we have seen the situation in the country today in terms of economy, in terms of security, in terms of education and infrastructure, and the voters of this country are yearning for a change, and I believe we will only be fair to ourselves if we come together and bring out a real alternative for the people of this country. And I'm happy to say that even at the moment, the NNPP, even though very new in some way, just about 4 months, is everywhere in the country on the party to be used should an alliance is formed. The presidential candidate responded, my belief is that there are so many modalities that can be worked out. It's just a matter of getting the right caliber of people to sit down and look at the situation as it is. The major issue as it stands today is the issue of who becomes the president and who becomes the vice president, and I believe this is the time really to advise, especially those who are positively behind the candidate of the Labour Party, that for me, I have seen an opportunity for the South and Eastern to to be relevant in the next dispensation. In this PDP, that is the Southeast are completely out. As far as PDP is concerned, the Southeasterners are completely out. And so in the APC also, well, the only opportunity now is the NNPP. I believe it is the interest of the Labour Party and the NNPP, and even in the interest of this country. Well, a lot of insinuation. Some person says that, okay, why Kwakwanso is coming up with such a belief is that the Northerners are not well educated and very poor and believe in tribal or religious politics, and that's why they have this kind of mindset. Well, the moment you expose them to know their rights, most politicians from the North will not have a say, and that's somebody's opinion, saying that they will want to keep them, under. They want to keep them on. The reason why they keep them in servitude and ignorance to be used as voting tools. They know Peter Obi will work towards a solution to the poverty and illiteracy among Hausa's Fulanis in the North. So the politicians from the North don't want him, but the poor Hausa Fulani will become wiser before the election. That is coming from Daddy Freeze 2020. And of course, I'll wait to see your comment. Make them simple and simple. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and please don't forget to share our videos with others. Also like our page, like our videos, and also share our videos. We'll appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.